Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh, well. Mr. Lamont Roach just exposed Gervonta Davis cash cow status, face of boxing status. Ladies and gentlemen, in a recent interview with Cigar Talk, and shout out to Cigar Talk, y'all already know Lamont Roach is supposed to be fighting Gervonta Davis December 14th, Houston, Texas. Expose Gervonta Davis. He was questioned, yo, now that you facing, the face of boxing, that's what Cigar Talk was saying, the face of boxing, I'm not trying to get in your pockets, but is it, paraphrasing, is it life-changing money? And Lamont Roach says, no. Check it out.
Was it an oh shit number for you?
Honestly, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah, I just, it wasn't an oh shit number.
Now look at here. We all know that if you a cash cow of the sport of boxing, the face of the sport of boxing, you gotta provide that life-changing money. Just like Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, super middleweight undisputed, King Nello, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Nello, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man. We already know that when Canelo Alvarez, the real face of boxing. And I know there's a lot of people out there that want to say, look, Gervonta Davis fan base, chill out, relax. I'm just reporting the news. I know that some of y'all want to say that Gervonta Davis is the face of boxing. I know some of y'all want to say that Gervonta Davis is the cash cow of the sport of boxing. But let me tell you like this. The facts is, if you are the cash cow of the sport of boxing, the face of boxing, you got to provide that life-changing money to your opponent. Because when Canelo Alvarez, Edgar Berlanga, he feels like a damn winner. All right? Edgar Berlanga got life-changing money. Caitlin Plant got life-changing money. John Ryder got life-changing money. Jaime Munguia got life-changing money. All right? Bivol got life-changing money to the point where Bivol's wife is already He's left me. After the Canelo fight, he left me. He let the kid. Can't supervise. He is an idiot. He is stupid. I ain't taking him to child support like David Haney is taking Ryan Garcia to court. I ain't taking Bivol to court. Yeah, I already know that Devin Haney, man. Man, we already spoke enough about that. Y'all already know that Devin Haney's acting like a bitter baby mama in family court, taking Ryan Garcia and stuff like that, suing another fighter for. Come on, man. But anyway, so it's strange. Well, it's not strange because I never heard Hector Luis Garcia said he got life-changing money. I seen Pitbull Cruz. I don't think that Pitbull Cruz got life-changing money after Gervonta Davis. I don't know about Frank Martin. Frank Martin got paid, what, $1 million, something like that. Maybe he bought a new car, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But I've known to know certain fighters that fought Gervonta Davis, and they didn't get life-changing money. But people want to say that he's the cash cow in the face of the sport of boxing. Now, Lamont Roach didn't go into depth because I understand that, they got contractual obligations and maybe the certain things that he just can't say. He can't go into details, but in the interview, he already indicated that, nah, man, this ain't the life-changing money. Like, I'm not, I'm not going to just take my whole family out the hood and stuff like that. Look, a lot of people want to see Gervonta Davis step inside the ring with an elite fighter. Like, Lamont Roach is a super featherweight champion and stuff like that. He's pulling him from the 130-pound division. Gervonta Davis, I just think at this stage of Gervonta Davis' career, no disrespect to Lamont Roach, because I believe that he's a respectable champion, a respectable fighter, and things of that nature. But at this stage of Gervonta Davis' career, we want to see him with the names that we've been attaching him as a those as a potential opponents. We want to see him there to be great, go to the 140-pound division and fight Teofimo Lopez. He was available. I don't know why that didn't come through fruition. Even Teofimo Lopez called him, a monkey. And I would have thought that Gervonta Davis would have stand up for his culture and his race and, put a stop on Teofimo Lopez, monkey slurs. But I understand Gervonta Davis felt proud when Teofimo Lopez called him a monkey because he calls himself an ape. So I understand. I don't think that Gervonta Davis took it too hard. I think he took it like, yeah, yo, man, I am the ape. I am the gorilla in the sport of boxing. I want banana. You feel me? Like, shout out to Tio. Looking now, understanding what I am and who I am and what animal represents me. You feel me? I don't know. If you want to be Curious George, that's on him. But anyway, But I want to see Gervonta Davis also fight the likes of Shakur Stevenson. I think that's the primary fight in the lightweight division, of course. Gervonta Davis was in negotiation with Vasily Lomachenko, and that fell apart because Vasily Lomachenko was just not. He just doesn't really want to fight. And there's people out there that be like, "Oh, yo, Lomachenko duck tank." Hey, yo, Gervonta Davis and his team didn't want to put they didn't want to put Tank in with Lomachenko when back in the days when Teofimo Lopez had to take care of his dirty work out there in the 135-pound division. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Remember, it was Gervonta Davis that said that to Floyd Mayweather when he was crashing with Floyd, and he said that Floyd trying to set him up with Vasily Lomachenko. So, in the end of the day, man, it was. I don't think people's faulting Lomachenko. Lomachenko was contemplating retirement after the Devin Haney fight. He really didn't want to fight his last fight, so I understand Vasily Lomachenko. I think he had a long amateur career as well. But he's still a champion. I would like to see that fight as well because he has some great momentum going into the negotiations with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is a special talent, I believe so. He just hasn't done anything special, right? And I don't want his talent to go to waste because I believe that he could actually earn his way into pound for pound list top 5. He could earn his way, not just giving it because he's popular and he put butts in the seats. If we want to talk about putting butts in the seats, yeah, kudos to Gervonta Davis. And you know what? I like the support system of Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he has a niche fan. Yes, there's casuals that is and hardcores that is his fan as well. I don't want that to go to waste. I want people to actually support Gervonta Davis. But when he fights the fight, it becomes bigger than life. Almost like when Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia collided, right? It was a big fight. The casuals, Gervonta Davis captivated the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fans, even though there was a stipulation, but at the end of the day, there was still a fight. Ryan Garcia is not bitching like Devin Haney is. Ryan Garcia is not suing Gervonta Davis like Devin Haney is and stuff like that. He signed the fight, and it is what it is, right? And I believe that in 2023, they both captivated the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fans. I believe that fight was more important for boxing than their legacy, because at the end of the day there was no strap, there was no belt on the line. But I think that boxing needed that type of attention and interest, and they brought new eyeballs in the sport of boxing, and they have sustained that. Now 2024 hasn't been the type of year. I thought that I would have thought that by now. You know what I'm saying? Heading to 30 years old, I would have thought that Gervonta Davis would have been there to be great, even though that like a Teofimo Lopez was right there, like just make the fight happen. Floyd Mayweather want to see Gervonta Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. I think that's the fight to be made. Speed, power, athleticism, the accomplishment that Teofimo Lopez brings to the table, and the fan base and the culture and the support that Gervonta Davis brings. I think that it's a match made in heaven. I believe that's the best matchup in the sport of boxing, in my opinion. When it comes to skill set and technique and everything and the natural abilities and both of these guys, like I said before, speed, power, athleticism, twitch, muscle, IQ, I think it will be, and I believe that the promotion leading up to the promotion will be epic. But I know that Lamont Roach is feeling a little bit disrespected by the boxing fans because they're trying to, not give him the benefit of the doubt or anything of that nature. It's just not that. It's nothing to have to do with Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is the one that's actually daring to fight an elite fighter in the lightweight division. He's familiar with him. I believe they sparred before. I think there's tapes out there of them sparring, or in the amateurs. Matter of fact, in the amateurs they fought before. I just think that right now, it's not. It's almost like, I'm gonna give you an example. It's almost like Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, but that doesn't mean that Jaime Munguia didn't earn a shot at Canelo Alvarez when he went to the 168-pound division, knocked out John Ryder, beat Sergey Derevchenko and stuff like that. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, we just thirsty for the David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. So whoever Canelo Alvarez fights, you know what I'm saying, is not going to get the benefit of the doubt of the fans because we want David Benavidez. The same thing with Gervonta Davis. It had nothing to do with Lamont Roach. It just has to do that we want to see Lamont Roach versus the guys that we've been saying. Now, a Devin Haney fight and Gervonta Davis, I don't believe that Devin Haney is prepared for a fight like that, especially now. You look what Ryan Garcia did. Gervonta Davis will put him in the dirt. Shakur Stevenson is injured. You know, and that's why I really wanted to see. It was a great opportunity for Gervonta Davis to give Teofimo Lopez a contract and get that fight done. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be I think as much as people want to be frustrated with the fight, I believe everybody gonna see the fight anyway. I'm gonna see the fight. I'm gonna pay the pay-per-view. And it's not just it's not a contradiction of what I've been saying about Gervonta Davis. Because in the end of the day, I like Gervonta Davis. I like his skills and talent. He's entertaining, and you know, as an attraction, you know, he's must see TV in my opinion. But when it comes to like putting him in pound for pound list or saying that he's the greatest or saying that he's better than all these guys, the elite guys that actually done something. Nah, I'm not gonna give him that, but I'm gonna give him that he's an attraction. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be watching Jake Paul. I watch Jake Paul all fights. You know why? Because he's just an attraction. For me, Gervonta Davis is an attraction. I'm still gonna support his fight. I'm still gonna pay for it. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say that, like I said, he's not the pound for pound. He's not on my pound for pound list or anything of that nature until he steps up. He's the senior of this young generation. He's yet to really, really step up. I don't know if his team is scared of him to be in a 50-50 fight or they just scared to lose on their investment, or they just in a position where, you know what, we never heard Gervonta Davis say, I want to be a unified champion. We never heard Gervonta Davis says, I want to be undisputed. We never heard Gervonta Davis that said, I want to be the greatest of all time. You know? And I think that probably is our fault. We pressuring Gervonta Davis that to do something that he never want to do. You know? In the end of the day, it is what it is, man. We're trying to keep the morals of the sport. We're trying to preserve the sport of boxing and preserve the modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators, the one they put their life on the line for pure entertainment. At the end of the day, it's still a fight. I think that Roach is not going to back down from Gervonta Davis. So I think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be a whitewash. I think, to be honest, Lamont Roach is actually going to give Tank a better look than a Frank Martin, than a Rolly. I think it's going to be a look. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to give him a good look. I'm going to, he hasn't given me these statement wins, Lamont Roach. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me to be like, damn, he's just going to school Gervonta Davis, really compete. I think a good pressure fighter will do. I think is what, gives Gervonta Davis a little bit of a problem. If you let him think, you let him throw his shots, you let him counter, then he's gonna have a field day. But we'll talk about the predictions later on when they get closer to the fight. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless. This is Punch Round Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.